If you clicked on this video, then you're probably a fellow oily girl just like myself, and you're tired of your makeup looking super greasy by the end of the night. Well, you're in luck because I found some of the best products for oily skin, so let's jump right into it. So the first tip, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys have already heard, is to prep your skin before you actually start your makeup. I recently did a video of my top 2024 beauty favorites, and in that video I included a list of some of my top skincare products, so make sure you guys go check out that video. So right now it's 2 o'clock. I actually took a shower earlier in the morning, so I did my full skincare routine this morning. And then just now, to kind of refresh my skin a little bit before we get into makeup, I went in with the Paula's Choice toner, and then on top of that I went with my favorite serum, which is the Clarins Double Serum, and then I locked it all in with the Pharmacy Moisturizer. These are products that work really well with my skin and also underneath my makeup. So my skin is prepped. Now we can actually get into the makeup. So for the longest time, I really felt like primer didn't make that much of a difference when it came to my makeup, especially because I had oily skin, and by the end of the day, my skin was going to be oily and looking a little greasy anyways. But what I've recently learned is that I need to get the correct primer for my skin type, which you would think is kind of obvious, but it's been really hard to find a product that truly is mattifying. I feel like a lot of primers say that they're mattifying and they control excess oil, but they don't do that great of a job at it, at least for me and my very oily skin. But I recently found 2 products that actually do exactly what they say they're gonna do. The first one is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum, which is described as a mattifying and priming face serum. And I love to pair that serum with the Danessa Myricks Beauty Blurring Balm Powder. And the amazing thing about this product is that it contains a product called Upsolite, which pretty much just helps to absorb excess oil and sweat throughout the day. And when you pair these 2 together, I feel like it's the ultimate combo for oily skin. So first I like to go in with the water powder serum. It has like this little dropper. I do about 3 drops on the back of my hand. Then I'll just use my finger and I place this in my most oily areas, which is my T-zone, which is also where I feel like most people get the oiliest. So around my nose, my forehead, my chin, and even like kind of right here by my smile lines. And that always takes up most of the product. And I'll just go in and kind of smooth it out a bit and even smooth it underneath my eyes. Next up is the Blurring Balm Powder, which I feel like really is the star of the show. I have this one in the shade Universal, but the cool thing about that product is it also comes in tinted shades. So this product can also be used as a primer underneath foundation, which is what I like to do with the Universal shade. But also in the tinted shades, you can use it as a primer in your foundation. And in the tinted formula, I'm in the shade number 9. So I just like to use my finger and kind of swirl it in. And then I'll apply it right on top of the water powder serum, again in my T-zone. You can already tell how it's mattifying my face without making it dry. So next up is your foundation, and this definitely has a huge play when it comes into how long your makeup lasts throughout the day. One of my all-time personal favorite foundations, especially for my oily skin, is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. And sadly, I actually ran out of that one, but that literally is my go-to, my staple when I know I'm going to be out all day. I want my makeup to look good, and I just don't want to worry about it too much. But I do have some more foundations for oily skin that I think you guys will love. First up is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. I recently got this sent to me in PR, tried it out, and this is a great product for oily skin. I would definitely say that this one is mattifying, so of course that definitely helps with oily skin. And next up is the About Face, the Performer Skin Focus Foundation. This one I was introduced to during ACL, and I actually wore this all 3 days of ACL. I don't know why I'm opening it, but I was really surprised with how this foundation lasted, especially because it was so hot during ACL. Not only do I have oily skin, but I was also sweating. And I'd say that this actually held up pretty well. I actually have to try it out again on just a normal day where I'm not completely sweating all day, but even by the end of the day, my makeup was still looking pretty good. And last but not least is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I actually decided to pick this up at Sephora, and I want to try this one out instead of repurchasing the Fenty Beauty foundation. I've been using the Fenty Beauty foundation for years, so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and try out something new. And so far, I've really been liking this formula. Again, I think this one is great for oily skin. I wouldn't say it's 100% a mattifying foundation, but it just wears really well throughout the day. I always like to do my eyebrows before my foundation, so I went ahead and did them off camera. If you want to know how I do my eyebrows, I posted a detailed tutorial over on my Instagram and TikTok, so make sure you guys check it out there. But now that our skin is prepped with primer, we're going to go in foundation, and today I'm going to use the Haus Labs. I personally just like to squirt it out all over the face, just using the pump that comes with the bottle. I really like the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter Setting Spray. Sometimes that's a mouthful, so I really have to slow that down. But I will go ahead and take this setting spray spray it on top of the foundation before we blend it out. Then just using a fluffy foundation brush, I'm just gonna kind of pat the foundation into the skin. I'm not really swirling and I'm definitely not dragging it. I just like to pat it all in. So with the primers and the setting spray, at this point you should feel like your makeup is kind of locked in. You can definitely feel we have a really nice grip on your makeup, and to me that's a really big indicator if my makeup is going to last all night or not. Then for my concealer, I'm going to apply it how I always do. I really haven't changed up my concealer application, but I am trying out a new concealer today. I actually got this one today. This is a Pat McGrath Labs concealer, and the one I picked up is in the shade M20. I'm using my other concealer brush, and that gives you a little bit less product with the application. So I might have applied a little bit too much today, but we'll see. The next product I'm going to recommend is the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder Flush. So pretty much the same product I was talking about earlier, but this is the blush version. And again, it contains that ingredient Upsolite, which is just going to help to absorb your oil throughout the day. I like these because they are a cream formula and they're really easy to blend out. But even more, they're not going to add to my oiliness. So obviously you're going to want to set your concealer with powder. My favorite powder right now is the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. This one is in the shade Sweet Honey, but I've also used translucent. Speaking of powder, if you want to increase the longevity of your makeup, I would highly recommend working in layers. So use a cream blush and set it with a powder blush. Use a cream bronzer and set it with a powder bronzer. You guys saw I applied my cream bronzer and blush. Now I'm just going to go ahead and set both of those. First, I'm just going to take my powder bronzer and set the cream bronzer. And now I'm just going to go in very lightly because this blush is very pigmented, and I'm going to set that cream blush with this powder blush. At this step is where I just like to swipe off all the extra powder. Lastly, I'll take my favorite Sephora Micro Smooth setting powder. This one is in the shade 58 Almond. I just like to brush this powder all over my face. I feel like it just really evens and smooths everything out, and you can tell right here on my nose where the lines are a little bit harsh. It will just make that nice and smooth and blended. Plus, like I said earlier, I like to set all my cream and liquid products with powder, so I really like to go and use this to set my foundation. Gonna go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, just so all the makeup can kind of melt into my skin and it's not sitting on top of my skin. Ooh, just fan that out. Last but not least, I'm gonna go with the One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. If you're an oily girl, you're gonna love this setting spray. This literally locks your makeup in. If I can get it off. This does a great job at locking everything in and also controlling some of those oils. Okay, this is the final look. Doing your makeup with these products, especially the primers and the setting spray, is going to help your makeup last all night, and you're not going to feel like a big old grease ball. Right now we're looking pretty matte, but honestly I feel like this look gets better as you wear it. But I do always like to keep my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in my purse for any touch-ups. Now with this new routine, I don't really find myself going to touch up my makeup that often, besides my lip combo of course. But in the past, I feel like I would have to touch up with this powder almost every hour, every 2 hours, just because I felt like my skin was looking so oily. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know what tips you guys have for oily skin. Also, let me know what video you want to see from me next. And if you like this video, then you'll probably enjoy my recent upload, which is products you need to glow up in 2025, aka my 2024 beauty favorites. But that's it for this video, so I'll catch you guys in the next one.